The ancient portal opened with a loud creak, revealing a swirling vortex of light and energy. The air was filled with a strange, otherworldly energy, and the ground trembled beneath our feet. We stepped through the portal, unsure of what we would find on the other side. Our hearts raced with excitement and fear as we ventured into the unknown. The portal closed behind us, leaving us in a realm of possibilities. We took in our new surroundings, filled with awe and wonder. The sky was a deep shade of purple, and the stars shone brighter than ever before. We felt as if we had stepped into a world of magic and mystery. As we explored this new world, we noticed that the air was charged with a kind of energy that we had never felt before. It was as if the very essence of this place was alive and pulsating all around us. We walked along a path that wound its way through a forest of glowing trees, their leaves shimmering in the light of the stars. As we journeyed further, we came across a group of creatures unlike any we had ever seen before. They were tall and slender, with skin that shimmered in the light. Their eyes glowed with an inner fire, and their voices echoed with a musical quality that was both soothing and unsettling at the same time. Despite our initial fear, we felt drawn to them and decided to approach them cautiously. They welcomed us warmly, and we were soon engaged in a lively conversation. We discovered that they were the guardians of this realm, tasked with protecting it from harm and ensuring that the balance of the universe remained intact. As the night wore on, we were filled with a sense of peace and contentment that we had never experienced before. We knew that we had stumbled upon something truly extraordinary, and that our lives would never be the same again. Finally, as the first light of dawn began to appear on the horizon, we bid farewell to our new friends and made our way back to the portal. We stepped through it once more, and as it closed behind us, we knew that we would carry the memories of our adventure with us always. For we had stepped into a world beyond our wildest dreams, a place of magic and mystery that few had ever seen before. We found ourselves in a strange new land, where the spirits of the dead roamed freely. Everywhere we looked, we could see the souls of the departed, some happy, some sad, all living together in harmony. We explored the land, taking in the sights and sounds of this magical place. Everywhere we went, we were greeted with kindness and understanding. We felt as if we had stepped into a world of peace and tranquility. We soon realized that this was the afterlife, a place of eternal peace and happiness. We felt a sense of joy and contentment, and knew that this was where we were meant to be. As we journeyed deeper into this realm, we began to encounter different groups of spirits. Some were those we had known in life, who greeted us with open arms and warm embraces. Others were complete strangers, but their faces were kind and their energy welcoming, making us feel like we belonged. We learned that there were different sections of the afterlife, each designated for souls of different beliefs and traditions. We explored these areas, marveling at the beauty and diversity of each. It was amazing to see how all these different spirits coexisted in perfect harmony, respecting each other's differences and celebrating their shared humanity. As we delved further into this world, we discovered that there were also different levels of existence within the afterlife. We were told that those who had lived good lives and had made positive contributions to the world were granted a higher plane of existence, where they enjoyed even greater happiness and fulfillment. At the same time, Those who had lived selfish or negative lives were relegated to a lower plane of existence, where they were forced to confront the consequences of their actions and work towards redemption. It was a humbling and eye-opening experience, to see firsthand the true impact of our actions and how they could shape our eternal destiny. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, we realized that it was time to return to the land of the living. We knew that we would never forget our experience in the afterlife, and that it would forever shape our perceptions of life and death. As we stepped back through the portal and returned to the mortal world, we felt a sense of peace and gratitude, knowing that one day we too would be welcomed back into the eternal embrace of the afterlife. We soon realized that the afterlife was not all peace and tranquility. We were presented with trials and tests, designed to challenge us and help us grow. We faced our fears and doubts head-on, determined to overcome them. We encountered strange creatures and magical beings, some friendly, some hostile. We fought our way through these challenges, learning more about ourselves and our place in the world. We emerged stronger and wiser than ever before. Finally, we reached the end of our journey. We had faced our fears, conquered our doubts, and grown as individuals. We had explored the portal to the afterlife, and our journey was complete. As we stood at the threshold of the afterlife, looking back on our journey, we realized that it had been more than just a series of trials and tests. It had been a transformative experience, one that had challenged us to confront our deepest fears and vulnerabilities, and had helped us to grow and evolve in ways we never thought possible. We had encountered a myriad of obstacles along the way, from treacherous landscapes to cunning adversaries. But each challenge had taught us something new about ourselves, and had helped us to hone our skills and develop our strengths. We had also encountered a wide variety of beings during our journey, some of whom had become our allies, while others had posed significant threats. But through our interactions with these creatures, we had learned to cultivate empathy and understanding, and had gained a newfound appreciation for the diversity of life and consciousness in the universe. And as we looked out into the vast expanse of the afterlife, we realized that our journey had only just begun. For there was still so much to discover, so much to learn, and so much more growth to be had. We knew that we would continue to face challenges and obstacles, but we were now equipped with the knowledge, strength, and resilience to overcome them. As we stepped back through the portal and returned to the mortal world, we knew that we would never forget our journey into the afterlife. It had been a defining moment in our lives, one that had shaped us in profound and meaningful ways. And we knew that we would always carry the lessons we had learned with us, as we continued on our journey through this world and into the next. We returned to the portal, feeling a sense of accomplishment. We had explored the afterlife, and emerged stronger and wiser than before. We stepped through the portal, and were greeted with a bright light. We found ourselves back in the world we had left behind. We looked back at the portal, knowing that we had explored a realm of magic and mystery. Our journey was complete, and we were ready to face the world with newfound courage and strength. We had explored the portal to the afterlife, and our journey was complete. We had faced our fears, conquered our doubts, and emerged stronger and wiser than ever before. We had ventured into the unknown, and returned home. As we stood at the threshold of the portal, looking Back at the afterlife, we realized that our journey had left an indelible mark on us. We had gained a newfound appreciation for the fragility and preciousness of life, and had developed a deep reverence for the mysteries of the universe. As we stepped through the portal, we were blinded by a bright light. The energy of the afterlife still coursed through our veins, and we felt as if we were carrying a piece of that realm with us. We emerged on the other side, back in the world we had left behind. But everything looked different now. The colors were brighter, the air was fresher, and the sounds were more vibrant. We realized that our journey had not only transformed us, but had also changed the way we perceived the world around us. We looked back at the portal, feeling a sense of nostalgia and longing. We knew that we could never fully return to the world we had left behind, for we had been forever changed by our experience. But we also knew that we were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. We had conquered the unknown, and emerged victorious. We were filled with a sense of purpose and determination, and knew that we could overcome any obstacle that came our way. As we walked away from the portal, we knew that our journey was far from over. But we were filled with a sense of hope and optimism, knowing that we had the strength and resilience to face whatever lay ahead, and we carried with us the knowledge that we had explored the portal to the afterlife, and had emerged stronger and wiser than ever before. We had explored the portal to the afterlife, and learned many lessons along the way. We had faced our fears and conquered our doubts, and emerged stronger and wiser than ever before. We had ventured into the unknown, and returned home. We had experienced a realm of magic and mystery, and seen the beauty of the afterlife. We had encountered strange creatures and magical beings, and faced our trials and tests. We had grown as individuals, and learned the importance of courage and strength. Our journey was complete, and we had learned many lessons along the way. We had explored the portal to the afterlife, and returned home wiser and stronger than ever before. We had ventured into the unknown, and emerged victorious. As we reflected on our journey through the portal to the afterlife, we realized that our experiences had taught us many valuable lessons. We had learned the importance of facing our fears and doubts, and had discovered that we were capable of overcoming even the most challenging obstacles. We had encountered many strange and wondrous creatures during our journey, each of which had taught us something new about the world and ourselves. We had learned to appreciate the beauty of the afterlife, and had gained a newfound appreciation for the mysteries of the universe. Through our trials and tests, we had grown as individuals, and had discovered the importance of courage and strength. We knew that we had become better versions of ourselves, and that our journey had left an indelible mark on our souls. As we returned home from our journey, we felt a sense of pride and accomplishment. We knew that we had explored the portal to the afterlife, and had emerged victorious. We had ventured into the unknown, and had returned wiser and stronger than ever before. We were filled with a newfound sense of purpose and determination, and knew that we could overcome any obstacle that lay in our path. We had learned many valuable lessons during our journey, and knew that these lessons would guide us on our path through life. In the end, we realized that our journey through the portal to the afterlife had been about more than just exploring a new realm. It had been about personal growth, self-discovery, and the realization that there is so much more to the universe than what we see in our everyday lives. We knew that our experiences would stay with us for the rest of our lives, and that we had been forever changed by our journey. We were grateful for the opportunity to have explored the afterlife, and to have learned so much along the way. As we looked back on our journey, we knew that we had faced many challenges and overcome many obstacles. But we also knew that our journey had been filled with moments of joy, wonder, and awe. We had seen things that few people had ever seen before, and had discovered the beauty and mystery of the afterlife. We knew that our journey had been a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and that we would cherish our memories of it forever. In the end, we realized that the portal to the afterlife had been more than just a gateway to a new realm. It had been a doorway to personal growth, self-discovery, and the realization that the universe is full of wonder and mystery. We had explored the portal to the afterlife, and returned home wiser and stronger than ever before. We had ventured into the unknown, and emerged victorious. However, as we now lived in the afterlife, we were surrounded by the spirits of the departed. We experienced a realm of peace and tranquility, filled with love and understanding. We continued to explore this mystical place, and learned even more about the afterlife. We discovered that there were different realms within it, each with their own unique qualities and characteristics. We also found that there were opportunities for growth and learning, just like in the world of the living. We encountered other souls who were on similar journeys, and together we shared our experiences and insights. We found that helping others on their journey was a deeply fulfilling and rewarding experience. Our journey in the afterlife was never ending, but we had come so far and learned so much. We had explored the portal to the afterlife and discovered a world of wonder and possibility. We had ventured into the unknown, and emerged victorious. Our journey was far from over, but we were ready to face it with newfound courage and strength.